said, by the power of Grayskull.
Hello, this is just a quick review for Detroit Become Human. It's made by the people who made Heavy Rain, if you can remember that a few years ago. I played it briefly, Heavy Rain, and then later on, when it was free on the PlayStation Store, I ended up playing through it. I enjoyed it. Especially like the fight sequences of that. But this is good. This is set in 2028, I think it is. Androids are a part of human society now. They do most jobs, work in shops, stuff like that. You can buy an android just the same way you can buy a TV. I'm helping this detective here because throughout the story you play different androids at different parts. So I'm actually like on the police force helping them trying to solve this case, working with my partner, and that guy there, the actor who plays him, and the facial graphics and everything, him there with the grey hair, he is the bad guy out of Highlander, the first one, Kruger I think his name was, or something, I can't remember. And there's another guy in a wheelchair who is Bishop of Aliens. I forgot his real name. Mr. Wayland, you know, like from the later Aliens. So there's like, you know what I mean, there's good actors in it. The facial graphics and recognition's not too bad. I mean, it's not amazing. Sometimes the mouths don't quite look right, but it's all lip synced properly. And there's lots of quick time events. Basically the whole game is like watching a cutscene and then you've just got to press the buttons. You can't skip any cutscenes, which is annoying because I'm impatient. So, but the whole point of this game is that you have to listen to what people are saying, and then depending on what you say takes you down a different way. And reveals different situations, different conversation trees. So the replayability of this game is massive. You could play through the game about 4 or 5 times and play it differently every single time. See different cutscenes, get different outcomes, stuff like that. Like, see how there's a detection rate, and if I didn't hide there, I would have got seen, and then that would have took us down a different route. I probably would have got arrested, or I would have had to run. You know, so it's like those old adventure books when you're a kid, and it's like, do you want to kill the dragon or run away? If you want to run away, turn to page 25. If you want to kill the dragon, turn to page 35. And then you can just continue the story on whatever decision you make. So it's that kind of game. And it's good, it's entertaining. And like I say, you switch, because I switch between the detective android and the girl and the woman that are running away. Like, you change all the time. It flip-flops, so you've got to be quick on the reaction times, because on Heavy Rain you can get away with slow reaction times, whereas on this you've got to be really quick, because if you just miss a quick circle or a quick square, then it'll take your story to a different direction. But apart from that, it's really good. The story itself, it's not groundbreaking, but it's entertaining. Like I said, it's like, it's good to play. You don't need to like think too hard about what you need to be doing. It's not where you're stuck for ages thinking, what do I do? So, you know, it's sometimes it's evident what you need to do. But like, here's another example of the quick time events. You see how quick the instructions are coming up on the screen. You've got to be quick, because obviously you can get hit by the traffic, and then that would take you to another path. You know, everything's all dependent on what decisions you make, which I really like, and I think it's going to be like the future of gaming. It's like a little snippet into what games will be in the future. Obviously there'll be virtual reality, and there's a like little side note, I seen some technology news the other day where they're making like I think it's a glove or something where you can actually grasp and feel objects that are in virtual reality, so it'll make lots of things more easier. The games will be a lot more immersive. If you think about all the applications you could apply to that, You know, stuff like that. So that would be amazing. And if this is the future of gaming, then you can. I mean, this is really immersive, and you're only using a PlayStation controller. I mean, what's it going to be like if you you know, if you can touch and feel and see things that you're in the game, like playing this on virtual reality, being able to touch and see everything, it would just take the whole gaming experience up to the next level. You've got the PS5 coming out, you've got the new Xbox coming out, so, you know, we're definitely on the way to making games a million times better. But if you, back to the game, if you look at that footage there, I wasn't quick enough with Connor, who's the police android, and I wasn't quick enough with the input, so he got wiped out. And then later on, it explains what happens to him and stuff like that. So, like I've been saying, it's a really good game if you like those kind of story games. And can you see all the different trees? Like, look at all the different options that you can pick. It's not just the blue ones that I've chose. All these little orange side bits, all different like ways that you can play through the level. So at the end, it shows you the time flowchart thing at the end, so you can see what decisions you've made, and it shows you like where, like at the restaurant, I could have found another 3 or 4 things to do because I've ran out the door, when really it shows you on the flowchart that there's a shitload of more options that I could have taken. So like I said, it's really good for replayability. I mean, it's free to download this month. So it's absolutely free. I'm talking this is the 27th of July, so the new game comes out on maybe the 4th of August, I think, the new monthly games, I think it's the 4th of every month. So you've still got like a week or something to download it if you've never downloaded it yet. But it's definitely worth the play. And also, that's another note, when you download this game, you end up getting Heavy Rain for free. You get loads of concept art, and you get the official music soundtrack, which all come as a bundle when you download it. And it says it's like 75 gig for the game, Heavy Rain, the concept art, and the audio soundtrack. But once you've just purchase it in the PlayStation Store, just go to your notifications, press your options button, go to downloads, and then you can just cancel Heavy Rain, you can just cancel the concept art and the thingy. So it boils down to about 40 gig, I think it is 44 gig or something. So it's about an average size game. It says, I've watched other reviews, and it says that it's about 10 hours long, but it didn't take me 10 hours. I think I only played it for about 6 hours overall, but I wasn't taking me time. I was basically just making one decision, and like I wasn't going back and playing through, and I wasn't searching or exploring the environment. I was just basically doing what I had to do to get onto the next bit because I wasn't too invested into it. So I didn't rush it, but I didn't exactly take my time. But I still had a really good go. 6 hours is a long time because I'm not playing it for a 6-hour session straight away. I might just put it on, do a couple of scenarios or a couple of chapters, and then I turn it off. So I must have played it for about 2 weeks every day. So it's amazing when you've got that kind of options to play on games. And so it's an amazing game. It's like I said, if the future of gaming is going to be like this, then it's going to be great. I mean, all games should have some sort of interaction like this. It should become like a bog standard for the industry, where you get multiple paths, you get multiple conversation options. Your actions influence the game. They're the best kind of games they are, because then it makes the player feel immersed, and it gives the game a whole new lease of life. You can play it over and over again a couple of times, get your money's worth. And the fact that this game is free this month just says everything. So I don't know, I mean, I haven't really got anything bad to say about it. The only thing I hate about it is that you can't really sprint when you want to. It just does it automatically. If you need to, like this, you just push forward and he runs. But there's plenty of times I've wanted to skip the cutscenes, but you can't really. But that's just down to me. But if you like the look of it, definitely go and download it, because, like I said, it's free this month for another week or something. So it's definitely worth your time. Just stick it in your library if you can't be bothered to play it. But that's it, really. See you later.